Whiskey and White going all the way.
What's happening, people of the world? Welcome to another episode of Whiskey and White with me, your host, your only host today, Tyrone McKenna. Tommy's left us, he's ditched us. But don't worry, we have an absolute Belfast legend joining us today. Belfast boxing champion, actor, biggest hands in the world, model. This man's gorgeous. It's Martin Rogan, aka Big Rogie. What's happening, Rogan? Thanks for having us.
Thank you for having me.
Let me just share it with my sponsorship as well. Our Kings Competitions have came on board. Legends. They sponsor me on boxing and podcast. I love them. They're legends. Get on their website, ourkingscompetitions.com, and get on their competitions. It's unbelievable. You get unbelievable cars, holidays. I add their stuff every other day. PlayStations, whatever you want, phones, they do it. So get on their competitions. They're unbelievable and they're legends. But anyway, Martin Rogan. It's great to have.
Who's the legends or praise guy?
No.
Oh, I thought
Our Kings.
Get
Get him. Get praise guys in here, mate.
Don't be throwing on you.
Fuck's sake. First 10
I'm
is
the
fun.
praise guy.
Are you?
No, the real praise guy. Praise fader.
Oh, praise fader. But you didn't start boxing very, very late, didn't you? Not?
Very, very late.
What?
People are getting simmer frames.
What age did you start?
I started training for boxing at. I first had to go at it when I was about 21. It was somebody brought me up to St Agnes's with Mr. Graham himself, and I sparred Big Tony Curry. He only won the Ulster title, and I'd done all right against him. I think it was only 21 or something. And
why did you go in at 21?
Always was boxing in the house, Tyrone. And my mummy is completely different from the boys. It says we're all 6-footers.
You're 6 brothers?
I have 5 brothers. We're all.
Do you?
Oh, aye.
Fuck, come on, see some fates in the
I'm one of the
house.
smaller ones.
Fuck off. What fucking age are they?
I'm one of the smaller ones. So she was very timid, and my mother's very religious. That doesn't make you any timid, because there's a lot of religious people like myself that are very religious but
Very scary.
very vicious. So, but no, I didn't. I always played hurling.
Yeah.
Played for Rossa.
That's a tough sport as well.
Tough sport. And the brother always wanted to follow, in the brother's footsteps. They all played hurling and played for the county, and that was my dream as well. The whole thing, whenever you're playing hurling in any of these communities, is to get close to an All Ireland or be on the county to get that would be every kid's GAA dream. And it wasn't going to happen.
But you weren't good enough.
No, I realised after I knocked a couple of people out in the pitch that was not going that direction. I was getting sent off, water was getting put on. So
Fuck's sake.
I was, I'd lifted my hands a few times.
Get sent
In self-defence, in fairness. Self-defence. They used the hurl against me. And I was very quickly lifted the shovel.
The sledgehammers.
The
Fuck me.
sledgehammers.
I swear to God, see anyone watching this YouTube, look at the size of this man's hands. Put him up against me. Look at the size of that. That is mental.
Such a little boy.
That is crazy. Like, I remember going up to him one night and shaking his hand. His hand just covered my full fucking...
And off your wrist.
I was like, what the fuck? No wonder you're not good, everyone.
I should have been a bricklayer.
But
But it probably would have been sacked as well. For clodding bricks.
three bricks at a time.
Oh, hey, all right. Where are you going next?
But you got into boxing after you got into all sorts of fights in the hurling.
Well, like, I had a few scuffles. Like, it was pretty tough. Like, especially growing up in West Belfast. You had to be tough.
I'd say not much people pick the fight with you, Rogie. But
Would you believe it or not? I got a couple of people. Whenever you go boxing, it tends to happen more.
yeah.
Oh,
I've done that.
Yeah.
What's that about?
It tends. You've been there. It tends to happen more because people want to put a
bit
wee
of name
stroke on
on
there,
it.
but they can't do it in one. They have to do it in maybe 3 or 4 of them.
They get a few drinks in them,
Then
crowd, and they start fucking.
Become super whiskey
It's
man.
mad, isn't it? Like, I always wonder, like, the bigger I've gotten boxing, the more people want to scrap you.
That's it.
Like, what the fuck? You see me fighting all the time. Why
I
do you
know,
want to
why
fight
would
me?
you want to fight with me? But
Obviously, to see me getting beat up all the time. Like, yeah, get him.
I think they took advantage of me losing my last couple of fights back in. We'll take him now.
He's on the
But
sleigh.
they still done it in 2s and 3s, maybe 4s. Can't remember, they hit me right away. But no, boxing, I think we were only out there playing the semi-final of the county championship, senior reserve or something like that it was. And we had lost by, I think it was a point. And in club sport and team sport, everybody's going, you didn't play hard enough, you didn't do enough. And it just circulates around in changing rooms and stuff like that, and there's always too many people to blame.
Does everyone blame everyone? Yeah,
it happens but you don't blame each other. But you're going, you could have played harder, you could have played better. Why'd you do it? Why'd you mark up a bit more? And that's part of team sport. And I had enough of team sport. I just went, something. I just a mad collective memory. Take up boxing, see what you can do. Because a good friend of mine was murdered.
Right.
And for years, every time we see him on the Springfield Road, Tyrone, right? All he used to call me was Hans Rogan.
Hans Rogan, because you're Hans.
Hans the feet. But he used to say, get you in the box and you will lost the title. Because Terry was a great Irish dancer, a great boxer, and a great GA man.
Yeah.
And he was a great cross-community worker.
Yeah.
So he had everything, and he was somebody to look up to as well. And I decided that near 30 to give it a go.
That's crazy. Like, see a lot of people when you say to them, hey, I'm going to start boxing in your 20s, they'll not go, you're fucking nuts, Rogie.
They did. Especially all the old fellas around the area were going, Rogan,
too old.
Forget about a kid. These men are boxing years of all the experience.
It's crazy. Like
people don't realize. If I train really hard, I'll get there.
But people don't realize how hard boxing is. Like obviously, you in your 20s probably went, this is going to be a gift. And you went in, but you done fucking unbelievable. Like even in amateur, I was too young to see all your accolades in amateur, but you were Irish senior champion, you're Irish Ulster champion, or Ulster senior champion. Yeah. You boxed across the world, so you had an unbelievable amateur record going into the pros as well. So it wasn't just you turned pro and you got good.
Yeah.
In amateurs, you're done brilliant as well.
Yeah, dug the feet in, dug the heels right into the ground, and just watched video. And when everybody was saying that, I have this thing in my head, and somebody says you can't, I'll say I can. And I always tell all our kids this as well. And then whatever sport you are, if somebody says I can't do it, I say, you don't say you can't. Just say I'm finding that difficult, but I'm going to do it. I'll keep working, and that's what I done. I just kept continuing to do it. And
see when what gym was it you went to?
Started off with, but the first crack I got was St Agnes's, which was the one day wonder, and then I went to Holy Trinity. That's another story.
Fuck me, you went to every.
I went to Holy Trinity, and then I'll briefly say very little about that.
Well,
Mickey Huggins made take a red face.
What happened?
What happened? I don't want to talk much about it, but what happened? I was training up in the Holy Trinity Club, and great club, great coaches, Mickey, Tony Leonard. Hope he gets well too. Harry, all great people around the place. Me, Leo, and I've been in knowing rightly that I'm overage. You're past it. No, they're all thinking you're not going to make it. You're 30 years of age. You only started to box. These guys are boxing. So I went in and just kept doing pods. Tony Leonard, thankfully, took a lot to do me in the pods.
Because it is hard to get someone to take it to do when you're old.
When you're old, because people are going, right, okay, I'll take on the pods. Because everybody wants to produce a champion.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean?
And when you're that old,
it's normal.
It's hard to see someone going to be a champion if they're in their 20s.
I've never come out of a hurling team.
That's crazy.
Go into boxing, and you know way before me how tough it is as a young man.
100%.
You know what I mean? I was only a newcomer, and you've already been there.
And to learn stuff in your 20s it's fucking hard.
Do you know that it's hard on the face? It is extremely hard on the face.
That's annoying. Like when I'm learning stuff, I'm only a kid, so the punches aren't hurting that much. Yeah. I'm getting good while the punches aren't. You're getting them with men. Big men that are going to knock your head off. So
I felt it alright.
You're learning the hard way. Like you had
a lot of punches on my face. Like that was my defense.
That's right. We can see that. So
that's the way it goes. But I knew if I had to continue that, I just knew. Something inside so strong.
Inside so strong.
I know that I can make it. So I just knew, and all the old fellas around the Clonard area were going,
I got Rookie's in there. Again, look at him. He's trying to box.
Yeah, he's went from hurling to there. Stick to hurling, or else stick to a taxi. One or two.
I saw him.
But that was basically it. Just went into Holy Trinity and started training, and I sparred big Mark O'Hare, Mark of one of the Ulsters as well. Sparred Mark, done all right there. Alec Doherty, sparred with Alec. Just had it in my head that I had to do this. This was something that I needed to do. And every time it was the reflection of Terry's words and that I could, you'd lift the Ulster title. And so I just continued. And I got one or two club shows or something with Holy Trinity, or maybe one. I'm not too sure. I had to check my pink record book, hence the colour pink. And I trained, and I sparred a big guy, Trevor Wade, I think it was, from down around the country, 6'7", 6'8", or whatever he was. But he was quite huge. Whenever I was standing waiting on coming in, you get this spar out of the country. And I'm standing there, with me quitting, I'm going to get a spar, and all of somebody outside of the club. The next thing, the door opens, and
someone crouches on there.
It's me. Whoa. Somebody's ringing that door. I can do it 10 minutes ago. Almost like this guy can preach do a door, and I mean, whoa, this guy, he's a big lumpus. But the spar went dead on, and then I think the Ulster intermediates were coming up. And I was talking to Nugget, the famous Nugget Nugent.
Nugget's a legend.
Very good. No,
he's plain as a bat. Is that you? Is that you?
But yeah, so Nugget, I was down at the mag, see Nugget down the mag, was talking about nothing even in the lane of going to it was just that I wasn't going. They weren't taking me. And Cathal McManigal, this is a great story. Cathal McManigal had just started the Holy Trinity Club, like maybe a month or 2 months prior to this. And as soon as Cathal already had a record of being a great fighter from Derry, and Cathal came in, and all eyes and all ears were on Cathal. And next thing, Cathal was in doing the pods every single day, every night. He was Cathal turned into be that. But see, you understand too. Yeah. And I went, it's me trapped now, like, because Cathal was a big.
That's what happens. But people get the restart, boys, and then you just get looked over.
Here's me, right? If it wasn't bad enough being 30, I never boxing. It's even worse now. This guy's already boxed, and I'm just going to get shoved to the corner. But and all thanks to Nugget. I mean, just talking to Nugget. Here he is. The Irish Intermediates is this weekend. Why are you going to them? Here's me. No, they said I wouldn't be good enough to go.
Fuck.
And here he is. Wouldn't be good enough. How are you supposed to learn anything if you don't get into these competitions? He says, what do you think? I says, I think I'll fight anybody. It doesn't really matter to me. Here he is. Well, when'd you go up? This is true, Bill. Go up and ask Mickey. And Mickey had taken into consideration he had Big Cathal, who was now the new face of the block, the new heavyweight.
Yeah, it was.
And here's me. He says, in fairness to Nugget, he says, go up and ask Mickey for your medical card. And I'll take you down. You box for Holy Trinity, but I'll take you down. In case none of them are going down, I can take you down with us, and you box for Holy Trinity. This is right, okay. So I breezed this up. It was embarrassing, but it was fighting where your feet were. So I was up breezing the clubbers, Mickey. Nugget's going to the Irish Intermediates, and he says if I get my medical card, I'll be able to go down my here. It's 2 seconds.
You went and got it.
It was like, meek, brutal. Away he went, and the kid sitting comes running out, and here he is. There you go. Right, lads, keep on. Here's me. What's the crack? Here he is. Away you go. See you later.
Fuck.
Here's me. Right, sure. Close the door behind you.
And then just went to the Mac.
That was it. It was more or less
kicked out.
Nicely turfed out. I've got my heavyweight.
Thank fuck his card back.
Thank God this 30-year-old's away. With me, right? So, I went down to the intermediates and fought three fights, quarterfinal, semi-final, final, and won them.
Did you win them?
I won them, man.
Fuck off.
I won them, man.
And that was your first championship?
It was first championship. I won the intermediates? Yep. I won the Irish
that's fucking good,
final. I was a senior level, like, and the thing was I had to win at senior. I couldn't, obviously, at your age, you can't fight.
Kids.
Young kids at 16 and 17, 18.
You had to go in the defense.
You're a man, like, you know what I mean? So, but that was the start of
and was it were you always at heavyweight?
when I was training very, very hard in Holy Trinity. I was in the Royal Victoria Hospital called me the water boy. I used to work for, well, not even allowed to say the else, saying I'm a water company. You know who you are. But I used to count the big bottles you get in the machines.
Aye.
Rather than you used to get the lift, and I says, no, I'm not getting no lift, because I had this
Mentality.
mentality.
You're insane.
I was going to do it. I used to run up the stairs with 2 bottles over my
Fucking
shoulder.
Belfast Rocky.
All the women in the thing were going, here comes the water boy. And I was going, yes, but I only thought it was because I was carrying water.
Bobby Boucher. It's Bobby Boucher fucking running the
Are you thirsty? No, it's okay. It's ready.
H2O. Got some H2O for you.
Get it in me. But I just know that I kept going, water boy doesn't suit being a boxer. doesn't work well.
No.
But it was only after that I found out that the water boy is out of a comedy movie.
It's Bobby Boucher. He's a legend.
I didn't know it until after. But that was all part of my training. I was out in the big cycling and running and down, training on my own, running the Devil's Tower up and down the top.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck me, he had something going.
After doing a full run, I used to do a full run, and then up and down the Devil's Tower. I forget the many steps it is.
That's serious.
It's from the bottom to the roof and then back down again. But I think we've done it.
And probably about 4 feats on the way up the fucking the stairs.
2 hamburgers, a couple of curry chips. But no, it was good. The good thing is I met so many good people, like Sean McComb, met the McCombs, all good people. Mickey's a good guy. Mickey Hawkins a good guy. Harry's a fantastic man as well. So I met a really good amount of people. You can understand. I try to understand at that age, you know.
Yeah, I think it is
trying to
understandable.
put as much effort into somebody at that age.
Yeah.
I understand it. But now that I hope that this has happened, that sends a different light. That you don't turn somebody away, because
I think, especially at your weight, you're like, see most of the people that be successful at your weight, they're always start later. They're always, I don't know what it is.
Your bones, what I've been led to believe is your bone structure, your bones don't toughen up until you're older, because you're bigger.
Yeah.
They get thicker, your bones get thicker, what you know now. But no, it was great. That Nugget took me out, and that was it. That was me in the Magalada.
Yeah. When did you decide to change from amateur to pro? How'd that even come about? See, to be honest, I was way younger when all this was happening in your career. But for me, I didn't know much of the senior boxers, but for me, you just came out of nowhere. Like, and you became this fucking big name in Belfast, like just like overnight, kind of.
It was the names the papers were given. Rack and Ball Rogan. There's no Rocky Sugar Ray. It was Rack and Ball.
That's a good name.
What was it? The Clonard Cyclone.
Say that here. The fucking
Barry McGuigan was raging.
I was going to say there's kind of copyrighted there for this.
But no, it was all good.
When did you decide to turn pro?
Tyrone, it was we went to the Olympics, the last qualifiers in Bulgaria, and unfortunately, the last fight that I was to have was to represent Ireland. It was 2004, and over with the Ireland team, and I was fighting Morris Walk. Morris Walk, he fought Klitschko and only fought there now.
He's lethal.
But I fought him, but prior to this here, very quickly, I went from the airport to the hotel, and as I got to the hotel, I clicked on that I'd left my wee bag with all my gum shields, everything else, in the bus or in whatever it was. So, Waltz, what do you call him?
Billy Walsh.
Billy Waltz. Billy says, what are you going to do? You need your guys' well, I haven't got one. Can you get me one more? He got this gum shield. It must have been off a hamster or something. it really was, because it was like that says I'm
looking at that says to you.
That's not going to fit in there. My mouth's too big. So we heated it up anyway, and we tried to push it in, and stretch it out. It would have been quicker getting a tire of a car and cutting it in half and shoving the top of a tire in your mouth, because my mouth would have took it. But they put the gum seal in, long story short, jumps in the ring, fighting Morris Walk, doing brilliant against them. Out comes the gum seal, just kept falling out. Couldn't stay in your mouth. You know what it's like. Sometimes You got to take a quick
There's nothing
toss
worse when
and
you come. She
out it
can't
comes.
breathe properly either.
You can't. And here's me, right? So out it came the first time, out it came the second time, and I'm blathering away with him. And Amir Khan, Amir was there. That's whenever I first got to know Amir Khan, and still now we're still good friends.
Serious?
Oh yeah.
Fuck.
And next thing it was, come see that again. The referee went, it's over.
Right.
He called the fight over, and that was the last fight to qualify for the Olympics.
Were you winning?
I think it was pretty even,
Fuck.
because I was very fast for him, and he couldn't handle my speed.
You must have been fucking gutted.
I was disgusted.
Because he had a gum jeans.
I was
That's
disgusted.
a joke.
So
and then you just said, fuck it, pro.
I said that. I actually had I didn't even have thought to turn pro, and then it took like an hour, and I went, okay, we'll go pro.
See, like back in that day, there wasn't loads of pro. Like it wasn't. See now, there's so many opportunities to turn pro. You can turn pro with loads of people.
Yeah.
And there's social media and all that shit. But back then, like you're one of the trailblazers of pro boxing for Ireland, and no one really turned pro. So how did it even come about?
I just knew that the legendary John Breen. I'd asked Nugget, and Nugget done a sort of Mickey Hawkins one.
Take your card.
Take your card away, you know. Says Rogan, not first. He says Rogan, not really in the pro boxing.
Yeah.
He was really in it. And Martin Lindsay, Martin, I didn't know Martin was going to turn pro at that time either. But that Nugget,
so Nugget said no to you, and he took on Martin Lindsay. Jesus,
Martin, I come with you. But no, it wasn't that. It was just the way that it happened.
Yeah.
Nugget really hadn't got a heavyweight ever. No, that
Nugget's too small to take on a heavyweight.
I tell you, he was fantastic on the pads.
Was he?
Oh, fantastic!
I never got pads.
Oh, fantastic! He was.
Was he?
Oh, he really.
He's up to your waist.
He didn't have to be any higher. It was his pads was sitting. No times like a put in.
That's true.
But no, that was, I knew John Breen was the main man, and John knew a lot of contacts and everything else. So I went and seen John, and I sparred Ray Close. I actually sparred Ray Close when I was amateur. Close. Ray was
I was lethal.
Oh, dead on. I think I shocked him.
Did you?
I think I shocked him.
Do you think it's just your power shocks everyone, or?
It could be power, but I think it's heart and determination as well. Like I was able.
Big heart.
It's not a nice thing to say you can take a shot, but I was able to take a good shot.
That's being new.
Do you know what I mean? That's
shots.
Do you know what I mean? That's why whenever
that's why we look like us.
That's how we end up doing. Maybe in a couple of years, we'll end up talking to a lamppost or something. You know, out for a pint, you go, "Well, how's it going, kids?" And it's a lamppost you're talking. Who knows what's in front of you?
That's true.
For a lamp.
That's true.
But no, that was it. That was a turning point. Eamon McGee was there.
It was a great steal back then. These had unbelievable. I think Brian was there. Was he?
No, Brian McGee was not. Neil Sinclair was there.
Oh, Neil Sinclair.
So many fabulous fighters was there. Do you know what I mean? And I just said, but it was all new to me again. You you have to go home and you sit there and you go, it's like a professional sport.
And it's completely different
sport. Going on here from amateur hurling to amateur boxing.
What the fuck have I done?
Now I'm a professional.
What was the age? What age were you there? What age were you in turn pro?
Turn pro, 35 coming.
Were you 35 when you turned pro?
30. I turned pro in August. No, I'm telling a lie. That's the things they had. I don't have to rethink it. I was pro. I'd only turned pro in 2004, August 2004. So what age was I in?
Fucking you should know.
I think my next birthday was 35.
35?
35.
I think you're old.
Off the amateurs, and then my first fight was in the King's Hall. So it was, first fight was in the King's Hall.
So to me, your breakout was the prize fighter. Would you agree?
It was a breakthrough, aye.
Aye. And how far into your career were you?
A big thanks to the Pat McGee, and God rest him, he passed away.
Was that the one in Ulster Hall?
Praise. Pat McGee was Brian McGee's manager. The prize fighter was in Bethnal Green.
Was it a Bethnal Green?
Bethnal Green. That was Bethnal. The one in King's Hall was under. It was supposed to fight. Forget it. It was supposed to fight. It was supposed to beat Danny Williams or something, and they ended up. It was Kiko Martinez was fighting. Brian McGee was fighting, and Kiko Martinez was on the bill. He was fighting Wayne McCulloch. That's what it was.
Right.
Wayne McCulloch and Kiko Martinez. And the bill was called off. And then Pat got in touch with me and says, they're looking to fight her over in Matchroom. Would you take it? And I said, of course I'll take it. And at the same time as I'd done that, later on that day, I got another phone call from again England. Would you fight in the prize fight? I says, funny enough, Pat McGee just said the same to me.
Horrible.
He says, do you want it? I says, what time do you want me over it?
Fucking right. So you hadn't even trained really for it?
No, just know it. John Brand, in fairness, John Breen says to me, Martin, you've only had I think it was only 3 pro fights. And he says, Martin, this is 3 fights, one after another.
And hard fights?
It's just like if you took this, I don't think you should take it. And I says, John, if I don't take this, there's not no fights here. You're not going to give me a ring to bring me from Ireland over to England to fight over there because they've got plenty of fighters in England. So it's going to cost them more money to bring me.
Yeah, so they're just going to... This
is make or break for
I
me.
think as an Irish boxer, you always have to take opportunities. Like, we don't get opportunities.
We don't. It's as simple as that.
The people in England, people in England that have my talent, they'll get fucking all money thrown at them.
Everything.
Getting on the big shows, get the easy fights. But when you're in Ireland, you have to take the hardest fights. You have to take all the challenges. You have to take fights in 3 weeks' notice, 4 weeks' notice.
You know it, everything's uphill.
It's crazy.
And you just have to take them. Yeah. And I just said to John, I said, John, this is make or break. He says, you realise me, John, listen, I'm fucking look at the age I am. Whereas me, if I don't take this, it was in 2008. So 2008,
37, you're 37.
37 it was then. I says, John, I take this. If I don't win this, then that's me. I'm done with professional fighting. If I win this, then with more fights ahead of us, there's me, and that's the way it goes.
So you're older than me when this was all happening?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking nuts.
Crazy, isn't it?
So you went into Pressure. You were a huge underdog in Pressure, weren't you?
Way out.
Who was the favourite?
Who was the favourite? I think...
Ollie Harrison, no?
No, that was the second one. I think it was Paul King or Darren Morgan. Darren Morgan from Wales, who Derek Chisora said was the hardest hitter. But prior to me getting into prize fighter, I fought Darren Morgan in the King's Hall and beat Darren.
Was it?
Oh, I beat Darren. Me and Darren are still good friends. And sends me all these jokes all the time. So, by the way, Darren, some of them aren't very funny. But I always put a smiling emoji for you. Now you know. But no, Darren was in it. I think Darren might have been one of, maybe there was, I'm telling a lie, I'll tell you who the favourite was now. David Dolan, who I met in the final.
All right.
David Dolan, who was a Commonwealth gold medalist in the amateurs and all. It was him and I fought in the final. So I'd fought Alec Ebbs in the first one, and then I fought the semi-final. And then I come out the fight.
How did you feel doing them? Like, because obviously it's a completely different format. You're fighting 3 rounds. You're going out for 20 minutes, then you're going back in to fighting 3 rounds. So how did that feel? Did you love it?
It was great. I didn't think too much of it. No. I was just more. I had already my plan already made, and what I had done was brought a change of clothes for every fight. So I think the same two for the first one, and then the last one.
Get confident, bringing.
Brought it all over. Brought the flag and all over, and here's McGee. Fuck, you're confident as me. There's no point coming here if you're not going to be. Yeah. So that was me.
You got the win.
Went in and done the business.
I think your career changed right after that.
Immediately.
You became a fucking huge star in Belfast. Hey, did you say something mad in an interview or something? That would create, because every time I seen you, you're on the interview saying something fucking insane. And that's why I think Belfast loved you, because you're a guy from about the road, just an ordinary guy, same attitude as everyone, but you're on TV beating everyone up. So that's why everyone was
what better way to go on TV?
I know. But after that fight, you came home and then you fought Ollie Harrison for a 10-round fight.
Ollie Harrison, a 10-round fight.
And that's a huge name. He was an Olympic champion. He was fucking a massive name. Everyone knew him in UK and Ireland. So when you were fighting him, were you favourite?
He was the second ever southpaw ever fought. The first one was a guy that fought in the Irish senior final, Thomas Crampton. He was a southpaw. I think he was ranked number 2 in the amateur world rankings. Yeah. And I fucking beat him all around the ring. And he got the decision. Mickey thing from down the country, he spat his gum shield out twice and put it back in. The place were booing. It was terrible. It was like I beat him. It was an Irish title. It was robbed from me. But he was the first southpaw. And then all them years later, in 2000. Like I fought him in 2003 or something, and then in 2009,
Yeah.
2008, sorry, December 2008, I'm fighting Audley Harrison, and there's me, a second southpaw. Right, I'm going to have to be on my game here. Not knowing. And the good thing I had was Eamon McGee was in my corner, who's a fabulous southpaw as well, as you know, Tyrone. And John Breen in my corner. John's a real good, legendary coach. And I had them two in my corner. And I knew that they would push me. Like, even whenever you're tired, you need somebody there to push you. That you need somebody
always.
that can look in your eyes and see that you need this push, or you need that. That's the difference between the coaches of then and the coaches of now. There's a lot that haven't and can't tell by the look in somebody's eye that they're tired, and they'll be pushed, even in training. And I had McGee, and I just knew every time. And then, fairness, the second round, I think Audley caught me a cracking shot, and he cut this eye. But as soon as he hit it, Tyrone, it was one of them instinct things. I shoved my glove in the man, pushed it as hard as I could. While I was walking around.
Everywhere.
No, it stopped the bleeding.
It stopped, did it?
When I went into the corner, McGee was going, because in the thing you watch back was, I think Rogan's cut, and then when into the corner, there was no blood. I'd pushed it that hard, I'd sealed the cut.
You're a natural.
And he just took a Vaseline in his
Don't need a cup on there. Fuck, so you paying yourself.
Multi-talented. Never thought I was multi-talented in my life. But just go back to the praise fitter. One of the things that catches me, and people still ask me about this here, and they laugh about it, and I laugh about it myself. In David Dolan fight, we went into the last round. It was getting into the last round. And McGee and John said, right, come on, you've got this. You're going to just get out now. You need to get this round. I'd already knocked them down. I think it was once or twice. I already knocked them down. And I think it was even that. He's only out there calling you an Irish bastard. And here's me, what? And he was, fuck. Here's me, right. And then just as I stood up and I looked over and seen the distance away, I remember in my head going, I did him in here and saying that. So anyway, as soon as the bell went out, and down he went again for calling me something that he never said.
Listen, you're coaching your fire,
inspiration. Even you know you got it.
And but you had a massive fight. One of the biggest names in boxing this at this time, Tyson Fury. You fought him. He was only coming up when you fought him, wasn't he? Or was he a big name?
No, he was already a big name already, and he had demolished many a person. And the strange thing is, when he was 17, Nugget gave me a call and asked me would I come over and spar this kid from England who's trying to get on the Irish team. And I says, I no bar. And hence the doorway, I goes down in the club right here, just take him around to a couple of 3 or 4 rounds, really just go easy on him. He said, I no bar. And the door opens and there comes the duck. And I go, what? There was Tyson Fury walking in, 17 years of age.
I seen him at 17 years. Huge at 17.
Massive. And I get in and sparred him. And
he was
just jabbing, just walking about freely. And I'm trying to, I'd got a couple of good shots in and working on his body. And then after, I remember sitting on the boxing apron and I says, do you know something, kid? Me, what's your name? It's Tyson Fury. Me, it's a great name. And he said, your real name? He is, hi, my real name's Tyson Fury. Let me see if you box like that. You keep going. You're only 17 and there's no doubt you'll be a world heavyweight champion.
Serious? Predicted.
And today, there he is. Well, he was. Heavyweight champion of the world.
He was. What I feel like going in the fight? Tyson?
It was.
You had a spar. You knew he was good at 17. Now he's older.
Now he's a man.
Yeah.
And then you get in the spar. And I knew that, his coach, Peter Fury, great man. And I just knew I was going to be up against it no matter what. And I knew that, but I knew in my mind, my body, and my soul, this is my opportunity to beat somebody who they reckon was going to be
great.
Because he was already being talked about everywhere. Yeah. So that was my opportunity. And unfortunately,
I thought you near had him.
I did. Do you know what really annoys me, but the most out of it all? When people say you threw it.
And everyone says you threw it, Rogan.
But that bugs me.
Let's get this on record.
Do you know why that bugs me so much? Because none of the people that said were in the ring. Yeah. And if they watch the fight back again, then instead of blaming me, they need to blame the referee, the Irvine. They need to blame my corner man, because it was me that took the body set and it was making up, man, 7 seconds. Right, let's go. And D. Irvine looked over and went, no, that's it. And I went, what are you talking about? And I seen Bernard getting in the ring. And that was absolutely disgusting.
I think it's mental to get stopped. Like if you beat the count on
There
a
was
body
only 10
shot,
seconds left.
it's not a headshot.
The fight should never been stopped.
Nah, you can't get it stopped on a body shot. If you can continue on a body shot, continue.
It shouldn't have been stopped.
That's madness.
And it was very sickening and it was very depressing that people would think that of you after putting so much effort into fighting, and to think that you would go to a bookies against a complete favourite, that if you put on whatever, I don't gamble.
A grand, you don't get a tenner.
You get like a tenner. Like so much. Like what have I earned over my career? What 40 grand or something?
That's scandal.
And most of it, the managers and BBC or whatever you call them, and the Boxing Union of Ireland got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's scandal when everyone said that. That's
terrible.
Rogi's at it.
Why would you even do it? This is the thing that people do. But the people that's just couch watchers. People that are jealous do that, them kind of things. So I don't really get too annoyed at that. Certain people that said it on the occasions, I'm not going to mention, should have had more respect for the position that people belonging to them as were in.
Man, I don't want to have beef with you because wasn't there a time someone's trolled you on the internet and you drove to Derry, this house?
I drove to his work.
What happened? What happened there?
He was abusive on it was after somebody else was being abusive. And the fact that they wouldn't have the courage even to get in a ring, they probably spend more time. The closest they'll ever get to boxing is wife's in boxer shorts. And the thing that they put a couple of things on.
What was he saying about it?
It was just a lot of fucking nonsense. And I went, and it was at that time that I had enough on Twitter and on Facebook.
It's heavy sometimes, isn't it?
And I went, who the frig are you to abuse me?
Yeah.
How dare you? And that was hence why I left social media. It was absolutely disgusting how quickly people, and you know something? And a lot of people, there's too much getting claimed on people's mental health and well-being, and it's being used a lot for people to escape doing things that they shouldn't have done. And at that time there, my well-being wasn't very good and hasn't been for a very long time. And may I just say it right now, the reason that I'm saying it is so other people know that being a heavyweight fighter and being a guy that's fought all over the world, you're not exempt from this depression and this disease that forms in everybody's mind and head at times of their life. And I think everybody occasionally gets it throughout their life, no matter should be girl, man, it doesn't matter. You still get it. And to be fair and honest, I honestly have only in the last 10 months have started coming out of it a bit after being being bad at it for 10 years.
Is it due to retire from boxing, not having that? Because that's a big fear of mine.
It was due to the troubles and all. My escape was boxing too. That was a big escape for me. Was training every day and.
What was growing up like for you?
Pardon?
What was growing up in West Belfast like for you?
It was tough. I'd seen a lot of things from I was a young boy. Like from I was 9, it was the first time I'd seen somebody shot dead in front of me. You know, I was only 9. It was right there in front of me, and then having to go down and look at photographs of people that had loyalists that had obviously done the murder. And then after that, I'd seen other ones, seen people kneecapped in front of me, and bombs went off down the street from the house, and every window in the house coming in around you when you're lying in bed and you're only like 13 years of age. You know, so you all these things.
Do you think that helped you in boxing?
Boxing helped me a lot. And I would stress to anybody that has been through any kind of trauma at all that they should be in the gym training.
Do you still train though?
I haven't done any training to be fair.
You haven't got fat enough, Nick.
We're just natural
thoroughbreds. I wouldn't say that. I was fat about 6 months ago.
No, but no, I haven't really. But I try to eat well, and I don't do very much. But I couldn't go to the gym because after a period of time where it was getting closer, the well-being was that badly and far away that I didn't even want to be in. I couldn't be around people. I just couldn't be around people. Couldn't be out. I couldn't. Didn't matter. I was just every time I went to go out, I just started getting panic attacks and anxiety. And and I put this mask on every person I met. It was a different mask for a different person. It was just constant,
What was it? What was
constant.
it due to? Was it?
It's just everything in general. My childhood growing up and my family, just everything. Father leaving whenever I was only 11 and stuff like that. There, just everything sort of a like a Rubik's cube advanced. He turned yourself around into a block, and that's where I found myself. And you never, unfortunately, there wasn't. Being a man, you go, "I'll be all right," and everything else, and then you don't realize how badly you're going downhill until you're
basically being a heavyweight boxer.
Heavyweight boxer, and then you start to go down this road. Everybody's talking about you because there's certain things like that that there, and the people out there, which I forgive, that for doing it, they don't realize the damage that they're doing to a person and how far they're pushing their mental state. And it was just pushing my mental state further and further down the lane. And then you're working your backside off to sit in the house and drink.
100%.
Breaking your reason, you're going to lose your marriage, your children, everything, all because you haven't found another way out. You haven't went and got counselling. You haven't went and spoke to somebody. And
I think
thankfully, that's where I am
thing
now.
as well. Like boxing is an escape for everyone, for everyone boxes. And I think when they've downtime, they're out of camp or they're retired or whatever, then they've nothing to. They don't have boxing to fall back on anymore, so they do hit drink or they hit gambling or whatever they do.
Most sportsmen do. Tyrone, and you know it yourself. 100%. You've seen so many people. If I was it, which I think everybody has been where I've been. I'm not on my own, and I don't put myself out to be a martyr or anything like that. Not in one iota. But I think there's another way around it. See your doctor, get counselling, and get it dealt with, and get into the gym, and don't think everybody's against you because it's not that way. And fix your own problems as well. You know, don't go about disliking everybody because you're feeling down.
You're out of that slump. But
so back to Derry.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get back.
So he was pissing me off, and I was doing my children's my schoolroom, my kids. And this had happened prior to now. Right, kids, let's go get in the car.
Did you know this was happening?
No, it was early in the morning. Like, it was as soon as I got up out of bed, this was all happening. There's me, what? We get you in the car. Get you here, take a video pics. No, come on. Let's go. Come on. That's a kid. You don't want to see your kids too. Come on, that's it. Then driving down the road singing me so that and then they say, "Young fucking kill him." Yes, I know. And yes, we're only in 5 minutes. The traffic here, babe, and fucking hurry up. And then she's going down. Here's me. Put his photograph out. Who is he? See, within minutes.
You had it.
Bump. It shows you how quick the social media operates.
What was it he'd said?
That I don't even want to do it, but I don't even want to say anything about it because.
You're angry?
No, it was. He got me at a bad time, and he was abusing me about the Tyson Fury fight.
Okay.
And he wasn't even there or nothing else. And then he started just a whole load of shit that he didn't even, was nothing even.
Yeah.
Nothing. He was just talking nonsense. Weren't anything that he thought he could hurt me with. And I went, oh, enough's enough. And my bump kids, thanks very much. I'll be back soon. Yes, no bar.
Straight up
straight down the motorway. Put it for me. Coming for you.
Fuck.
Straight into his workplace.
He must have shit himself.
Looking
out to work and see a big rookie standing there.
I was at it. If I had to go back on it, I would never have done it. It was just.
Would you not?
No, I would never do it again.
It
was a bad situation at a bad time. I just had taken enough abuse online. I just had enough, and I just thought, something, I'm going to fucking nail this guy. And that's it. I sent a message out that I'm not taking this crap from
what happened?
So, it's very fun. I'm laughing about it now, but listen, if you're watching this, you're all good. It's over. I think you know it anyway, because the monostat here knows that too. But Breeze is down to Derry, straight round into where he was. I'm not even mentioning the place where he works to put bad vibes on it. But Breeze is in the car park, and there must have been like 40 people standing outside this workplace, all out for a smoke. Well, what the heck will make it? That kind of car. How many drinks did you have? Here's me in, flag the car, jumped in the car, and all he sees all the heads turning like that. It was like something in the jungle. Here they were. Where's Rogan? It was like nominations.
Fuck.
Where's Rogan? Go on, Rogan. Go started cheering.
They're all cheering.
He appreciate his work. He's going to shit himself. He deserves it. He deserves it. This is what he does.
Did you all know him?
They knew who he was, so he must have trolled loads of people. And I breezed into the office. And I was sort of trying to calm myself down as well because I knew that I didn't want to be arrested or anything like that. And I get in, and the guy said to me, "Do we book a security man?" And I give him his name. Here's me, is he are? And here he goes, "Who are you?" Here's me, never mind who I am. Here's me, is he are? And here he is. But here's me, listen, you're best just putting your head back in that book and read it. And here he was, here's me, look, it's okay, listen, I'll sort this out. So next thing, he had a button, left it for, he says, so there's next thing, two guys come down the stairs. Would you come in here to talk? It was two managers. And brought me in. What's the problem? I showed them, me, listen, this is from, I wouldn't be here. Only this came from your office and his work time. So this came from him while he's working here.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm here. The first day, the two guys were 100% sound. And it was all dealt with. I left peacefully. And
was it all peaceful?
But a lot of them were not getting back into work so early. They were one guy had come down the stairs as I was leaving. I says, "Thanks very much for your time. Very sorry for coming down to your place of work. Sorry about that, but it's just so much. That just took enough." And he went, "Yeah, I understand. Look, it's quite dangerous, social media and blah, blah, blah." And as I was walking out, the guy came walking out behind me. Here he is. Here, Rogan. No, it's money. Here he is. He's hiding under his fucking table.
Is he?
He's hiding under his table.
I'd be hiding under the table as well. Fucking you.
I was glad that I didn't. I was glad that I didn't because it would have been totally out of character.
Tell you what, it was some rage to have to drive the whole way from Belfast.
I really because there was another person here in Belfast who was antagonising me as well.
He deserved it more, did he?
No. He was backing this person up, who'll not name, was backing this person up, and the two of them were fueling it. So I decided to go to the man.
Yeah.
Go to the male rather than a female.
Yeah, of course.
So I just went, you're in the picture, I'm going
fucking up the Derry. What the fuck?
Down the Derry, and that's the way it was. I'll give you a quick one here. I don't want to waste people's time. So if you're listening and it was you, it's okay. We're soon as a pound again. Okay, all is forgiven. I think you already know that anyway. But even whenever I'm down in Derry now, when I'm walking past people go, "Mama, baby, you can down in Derry."
Everyone knows about it, don't they? Fucking hell.
I go to Derry every weekend. I go, "Do you remember that time you can down looking for your mom?" There's mate.
That guy's moved down to Derry now, so
apparently he's in California.
But
it was one of them moments, and I'm glad it turned out. I'm glad it turned out peacefully.
But boxing's not your only talent. You done acting as well. You're big into acting for a while.
It sort of just fell. Was
it just because of the boxing?
It fell from grace. It was Big Conal Carmichael. Love Big Conal. Big Conal Carmichael was supposed to play a part in Pullamoose called Conal the Barbarian. But Big Conal's very quiet. And
he's very big quiet.
Fella, very, very quiet.
Most timid heavyweight I've ever seen in my life.
And a fantastic athlete.
Yeah, it was class.
And he gets asked to do this thing by this part, Conal the Barbarian, hence the name, by Pierce Elliott. Conal was off, and then they was, "No, I don't want to do it. You think we're going to do it?" So Pierce came and asked me to do it. He gave me a wee bit of the script thing. And it goes into Ormer Avenue, a place there was Ormer Avenue, and the man says, "Read that wee bit out." And I read it, and he's the man, perfect, that'll do, you're the man. So that was it. That was the start of that. And then it went from that, the Man About Dog, done several TV programs with people from big names from England and stuff. And
did you think you were
going yourself, Tyrone? I don't. I think us Irish don't have this thing of, you know, we walk about gracefully and we don't think of ourselves as over better than anybody else. I think because you've been in Mighty Cat and Nanny Ward, you're an actor yourself, very talented man.
I think Belfast are the most humble people.
Very humble people. We don't look at ourselves as, you know, I'm an actor now.
Even in boxing,
we just go, I will want it.
When you talk to people from Belfast compared to Dublin, see if you talk to someone from Dublin, you think they're a world champion killer and they're only starting out.
I've had 2 fights.
You talk to world champion. You talk to
By the way,
Kakashi.
he said that.
You talk to Kakashi. You think he's only a novice.
I know.
For fuck's sake, that's the way. Like that shows you Belfast
And he just
mentality.
walks about casual
He's
as normal, and Carl Frampton.
Yeah,
Carl
all
walks
them.
about as casual 210 champion.
You'll see people down south. You'll talk to them. And you'll think they're killers.
And no,
And they're nobodies.
And the likes of Carl and Anthony, yourself, Big Tommy, myself, and many others, Paddy Barnes. It's like, we've done it. And that's we've done it, and that's it's over, we've done it. But we don't carry any, there's hold that jacket for me, will you please? And polish same shoes when you're out. But that's just the way we roll.
Do you miss it?
I miss all of it. Believe it or not, I done a wee thing there. A guy from the early Chino and a couple of others, Taxi Joe, which is on YouTube. I've done that donkeys ago. Taxi TAXIJO. It's a wee comedy thing, which he's trying to, good guy. And we've done the second part there, Taxi Joe. He asked me to do the second part there, which I think will be coming out pretty soon, to try and get a movie out of it. So we've done that wee bit. I was supposed to get I've actually thrown, what it's like. It's great. Acting is fantastic.
It's fun.
It really is.
You don't
fun.
get punched in the face.
You're not getting hit or anything, and you get so much fun changing your character to be someone else. It's fantastic. And and this all came by chance. And I was supposed to get another agent. I would like to get another agent because I think of any agents out there, not special agents or anything like that. Any 007, or maybe 007 will do. But I would like to, because acting you can do forever.
I know that's when I started my career, or boxing career. I was like 21, and I was drinking every weekend. I was like, I need to stop. I'm good at boxing, good at acting. I said, boxing you can only do to 35, but.
Yeah.
Well, you only start at 35, fuck's sake, or pro.
Well, depends.
But you only did it about 35.
But did you know? Sorry. But did you know? You just said it was 35. But this is throughout my whole career. My age was actually going backwards. Because when I was hitting 36, I was going.
I'm 34.
And now, even in the papers, they were going.
32-year-old Martin Rogan.
32-year-old. And my wife was going. Am I catching up with you? I'm catching up with you. It's okay, love. It's in the genes. But you yourself, as you say, Tyrone, you were on fire with talent and you're acting, and I'm sure you miss it too. But look, you've replaced it with this, and this is something that you're fantastic at too.
Yeah, I think because out of camp, as you know yourself, even when you're out of camp, everyone else works. And you're sitting in the fucking gaff doing that, so you need something to.
Yeah.
So that's why we started this podcast originally, because we needed something to fucking keep us out of the bar. Fuck's sake.
But it's doing it.
It's wild.
1 pint he's not drinking.
We'll be going to the bar right after this. It's right beside the PD. But listen, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much for having me.
We've been trying to get this guy on for a while. He's been avoiding
I was
this.
deep in depression.
Okay,
but I'm back.
But we're back.
We're back.
You better believe it.
You better believe it.
Well, thank you for coming on. Thanks for tuning in. And it's probably better without Tommy, so maybe we'll start doing these without Tommy showing up.
That means then I have to fight Tommy.
Listen, that's an easy win for you. That's a comeback win.
Tommy punches all right, so he does.
Have you ever sparred Tommy?
No, I didn't spar Tommy. I actually took him on the pods Did you? I took him on the pods and thought he was quite good. I still think Tommy, I don't know what Tommy thinks, but I think Tommy has a great ability like yourself. I just think he needs the right trainer.
Yeah.
I really do. And no insult to any trainers prior, but I also think with having the right trainer also, I think Tommy needs to change certain things with him, and he could still get there. I still do believe he can get there.
Would you do coaching though?
I was training a young kid over there, Tony Nallins, and unfortunately, once again, young Tony never got any from East Belfast, and he never got any chances either. It's just see when you're here, you don't get any chances.
Tough.
And I'm working with my wee boy now, Ruben.
Yeah.
Ruben's down in Magalada. He just turned 16 last Tuesday, and he's a southpaw like yourself. So if you see him, you give him a few wee lessons.
Block your face.
Yeah. Make sure you cover your face and then pull your belt right up the ear.
I understand.
If you can't pull it right over your head and box like that. But he's down there. Martin Lindsay and we Frankie Slane and are looking after him down there. But I do a wee bit of work with our Ruben on the side and stuff like that. But I would gladly
I'll send Tommy down, well.
I would gladly help anybody out
Good
there.
stuff.
I think now that we're at the position I'm in now and live, and well done to the Jamie and
Yeah.
Conlon
Yeah.
with their promotional company and
Promotions,
doing
yeah.
what they're doing. Fantastic, because kids are getting fights and they're getting
Yeah.
out there.
100%.
I would like to get back into boxing
Yeah.
and share what I've learned
Yeah,
and give it
100%.
back to
You've
somebody.
been there and done it all.
Been there and done it. So I'd like to give somebody an
Yeah.
opportunity to help them.
100%. But thank you for coming on.
Thank you,
Legend.
Tyrone.
Legend.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, and share. Get us on Patreon. And shout out our kings as legends.
I won't say it on social media just to let you all know, because I don't be on it after the Derry incident.
Thank you, legends.
Whiskey and White going all the way.